Your sword contains ghosts?
My warrior ancestors.
I probably killed some of them.
Round 1, fight.
Hey guys, going against Possessed Kenshi here. Possessed Kenshi is the bullshit teleport that's really annoying to punish. It's probably pretty easy to punish offline, but online there's not many frames of recovery or anything. So, pretty frustrating variation to go against. Of course, since Kenshi's are terrible, for the most part, it's not really that big of a deal because once you get in, they're pretty much dead. So, with no recourse. So them being annoying at certain points is sort of irrelevant. That was a really weird hitbox moment there. Somehow it didn't hit me with the neutral. Or when I was in the neutral jump punch, it somehow avoided whatever is there.
Kitana wins.
There's only one real Kenshi player out there, as far as I know. I mean, I think DJT plays Kenshi very well, but DJT plays everyone very well. And he only brings it out every once in a blue moon. But that's Pig of the Hut. I guess he is with Yomi, but he doesn't live at the Yomi house, as far as I know. So it's just Yomi for the hell of it. Pig of the Hut's a cool guy. A good commentator and one of the better Injustice players, probably third or fourth best Injustice player, behind Sonic Fox and maybe 16-bit. Isn't that the move? Yeah, that's the move. I don't know. Maybe I was at the wrong distance. Sorry, I don't do this fatality very often. Pig of the Hut got second at ESL, I believe. Sonic Fox, of course, got first, so he made like 25,000 off the tournament or something.
Round 1, fight.
Maybe more than that, because the prize pool for the MK tournament is pretty big, or was pretty big. I don't know if it will be in the future. I'm assuming they'll put out another community incentive DLC thing to make the prize pool big again. But MK tournaments have definitely been super interesting to watch still. Frequently more so than the Ultra tournaments, because the Ultra tournaments sort of have a predestined outcome most of the time. If like Infiltration is there, Infiltration is obviously going to win. Just that much tension. There's obviously a lot of interest in the Easter tournaments. Like Tokyo Game Show is going on this week, so that'll be fun to watch.
Faction kill.
And there's 40 of the best players in the world there or something. It's only a 64-man bracket, I think. So it's a pretty small tournament that's super stacked. It's kind of like a prelude to Capcom Cup, but with a lot less on the line, I suppose. But I think the winner will probably still get like 15k, so it's not too bad. Capcom Cup winner, of course, gets like 180, 120 at least. Pretty penny. Alright, well, I dropped the end, but I was close. I guess it's gonna do like 41. Used to do 50 or 49 or something. Well, I'm more worried about losing the mid-screen combos. Oh hey, a flawless. Who knew? I think we can do one more. Probably only do 6 against very hard. I've been going over recently. And also I keep getting fatalities instead of brutalities, and that just take longer. I did do the jump and punch there, which would have worked, but I did a little bit too low to the ground, so it started to come out, and then I hit the ground and it stopped. Not sure why that happened, but that is what happened in that situation. Okay. There's always cross-up jumps do wonders against the comp, even if they don't do much to other players. Since you don't have to switch directions in this game. I'm gonna try to get the X-ray, but I'm dead, so it didn't work. Alright, switch to very hard. And you see that Kenshi's zoning just kind of destroys Kitana's. I think Kenshi is maybe Kitana's absolute worst matchup. Doesn't mean that the comp is necessarily dangerous with Kenshi, but if I played against a player like Pig of the Hut, which the chance of ever playing against a good Kenshi like that is pretty much 0%, but if it were to happen, I don't think I would have much of a chance, just because his zoning is way better than Kitana's. And pretty much beats out everything. The Kenjutsu variation, I think that one has slightly worse zoning than Kitana, but all the other ones have better zoning, substantially better. I'm not sure why he got hit by that, but we shall ponder it. And we see some weird hitboxes here. I know he has some amount of like telepathy punches going on, whereas normals have a little bit more reach than they look like, but that was still pretty ridiculous. The air-to-air that was still 3 or 4 feet away from the interactable, but whatever.
Round 1.
His sword looks pretty nice in this variation. Of course, Kenshi is one of those character designs that's just pretty good in general. In a game with mostly mediocre character design, I don't know, mediocre, that's maybe not fair. Some bad ones and some good ones, how's that? Mediocre is more used to describe something as boring or disinteresting, not a mixture of good and bad. Okay. Thankfully that worked. The interactable does have a lot of hits in a short period, so it was possible that it could have beaten out my armor there. But it was fast enough to get him. Fortunately. I learned that the Bloodborne DLC is coming out November 24th today, so I guess I'll be playing that. It seems like it's going to be more along the lines of Victorious of the Abyss. So a bit longer and a bit more expensive. But it should have more Chalice Dungeon stuff, so that should be fine, even after the game's over, to do that for a while. I'm probably just going to play it on New Game Plus 8 to start with, but maybe not, depending. If it goes shittily enough, then I'll just have a new character prepped and ready to just play it. But if not, then we'll see. I'm assuming they'll have a Blood Rock there as well, so that should be good for character development. Be a lot easier to get them. I've had bad luck with running seeds for Blood Rocks, and I've only found 2 myself ever in like probably like 120 chalice runs, something like that. And so many amygdala fights. That annoying piece of shit. That's bad. I did side switch as well. My armor's not working. But I can shoot it out. Alright, sorry, I was focusing a bit there. When rounds going smoothly like that, I'm not gonna talk too much. Well, usually.
Round 1. Fight.
So this will be one of those videos where the commentary sucks, but the gameplay is good. Yet again. It's like one or the other. And I still don't believe that talking makes it harder to play. But there are certain, very specific things that are a little bit more difficult to do. I received billions of fans in one combo. I could have ended that a little bit differently, but it wouldn't have done as much corner push. So happy with how that worked out. I guess this is going to be the last one. I'm assuming we won't lose. I can just X-ray whenever he gets over here. Or that. Alright. Oh. Trying to prove me wrong. I catch you. Nope. Okay. Back forward, back.
Destroy him.
Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I did pretty well, probably the best I've done in over a week if I had to guess. So, at least with Kitana. And I'll see you tomorrow.